Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some 2022 K-pop comebacks that I think deserved more attention than they got. Most of the groups in this video are going to be a little bit more underrated and lesser known, so you might not know everybody here. But if any of these songs I'll be talking about sound like something that you would enjoy, then please do go check out these comebacks, because all of these groups deserve each and every one of your support. Thank you all so much for clicking on this video, and without further ado, let's get into song number 1. So first off for this video, we have Villain by Pixy. Pixy is a group that deserves so much more than what they have right now because 2 of the members just ended up leaving the group, which is leaving me a little bit nervous for what their future holds. Villain is a futuristic experimental song that plays with a lot of different textures within its sound. I don't have all of the lyrics memorized for this track, but I know that a large portion of them are about memory, and they kind of play on this idea of memory in the chorus, where in the first section of the song they sing the chorus with every single word spoken, but in all of the subsequent choruses, certain words are taken out and just left with empty space, almost as if the members had lost the memory of what the words were. Now, I know a lot of you would probably think that this would make the chorus feel incomplete, but in my opinion, it just feels really cool and innovative. I see so many K-pop stans saying that all 4th gen groups sound the same, but Pixy genuinely does not sound like any group I've ever heard before. So if you're looking for a group that stands out from the crowd, look no further than Pixy. To be honest, I haven't been the biggest fan of a lot of AB6IX's more recent releases, but 123 is one of my favorite boy group songs of the year, and I'm sad that it didn't get the attention that it deserved. Going with a classic, kind of musical theatery-esque sound, 123 reminds me a lot of groups such as 17 or Astro, and is somewhat reminiscent of classic musicals such as My Fair Lady, or even The Music Man. It's a simple pop song that screams young love and innocence, filled with almost exclusively sung lines, but even the raps are pretty good too. This song is one that can get stuck in your head super easily, and it's personally one of my favorites to listen to in the car. I mean, those high notes in the final chorus are just too fun not to sing while driving. 123 was kind of an instant classic for me, and if you're a fan of more lighthearted boy group songs, then please go check them out. Next up, we have Venom by Bandit, which to me kind of feels like a mix between How You Like That by Blackpink and Pirate by Everglow. Now, I know a lot of you are not the biggest fans of Girl Crush, and if that's you, then you can honestly just skip this section, it's no big deal. But if you do enjoy Girl Crush like me, then this song is basically custom made for you. I know everybody says that all Girl Crush sounds the same nowadays, and they can't find any group who does a refreshing version of the concept, but people only say that because they haven't listened to Venom yet. Putting their own Club Kid-esque spin on Girl Crush, Venom is much more fun than your average Nugu 4th gen girl group song. The instrumental is filled with these fun and bouncy yet intense and hard-hitting beats, and the melodies within the song get stuck in your head instantly. In a lot of the lines, the girls kind of have this bratty tone to their voices, where they sound so confident and full of personality, to the point where you can't help but pick up what they're putting down. Everything about this comeback, from the title track to the B-sides to the music video to the styling to the choreography, was just perfect to me, and all I need their company to start doing is giving them more comebacks, because it took them like almost 2 years to have another one, and that is honestly just not fair. Next up, as always and as expected, we have #Mood by MCND. I don't know what else I can say about this song at this point. I mean, I mention it in like almost every other video, and I made an entire video about how good it is on my second channel. So if you're a regular watcher of my videos and you don't already stan MCND, then I honestly don't know what else I can do at this point. But what I will recommend that you all do is click the links in the pinned comment down below. I'm not going to explain any further, you're just gonna have to click them and find out, so you're welcome for that. And without further ado, let's get into the next track. So next up we have Last Sequence by WJSN, and this is one of the 2 songs that I decided to put in here that isn't by a Nugu group, but even though WJSN has a decent amount of popularity, I still think this comeback deserved more. I mean, this was the group's first comeback after winning Queendom 2, and I was assuming that it would give them like a drastic increase in popularity, but this comeback is doing basically just as well as most of their previous releases. It's surprising to me because I genuinely think Last Sequence is one of WJSN's WJSN's best songs to date, so it doesn't make sense to me that a lot of K-pop stans kind of just pretended that this song didn't exist after listening to it 1, maybe 2 times. I mean, I will admit that last sequence isn't as catchy as songs such as, say, Unnatural or Secret, but one song can be less catchy than another and still be better. And at least in WJSN's case, I think this kind of rings true. It's an elegant, vocal-heavy song from a mature girl group with a sense of polish and refinement that you can't get from most rookies these days. And if you've already heard the song before but you couldn't see this charm on first listen, then I recommend that you come back to it at least one time. And I doubt you will be disappointed. Next entry is the only K-band on this video. It is Lucy's song Play. And this song is for all of the enjoyers of soft, nostalgic, and emotional music. I'm typically not the biggest fan of K-bands because I feel like most of the active ones in the industry all have a pretty similar sound to them, but Lucy is always an exception to this rule. What makes them stand out is of course the fact that they have a violinist within the group, and they lean more into the folk/festival type of sound rather than the typical rock one. Lucy also have some of the most amazing vocalists within the industry right now, so you can basically hear all of the raw emotion within every single one of the songs within their discography, and I wish more people paid attention to them. I can listen to Lucy no matter what kind of mood I'm in, and they are genuinely, in my opinion, the best K-band in existence. So next up for this video we have Alive by Lightsum, their best title track to date and probably my choice as the most underrated girl group song of the year. Mixing the classic concepts of schoolgirl and teen crush, Alive has this bubbly energy to it that is honestly unmatched by any other girl group this year. I know this word is so overused by K-pop stans, but Alive genuinely is a very refreshing track with not a single part in this song that I don't like. Yeah, even the rap I feel was pretty good, but good in a way where like it fits the song. What makes me sad is that Lightsum for some reason are selling less and less albums with every new comeback that they have, even though their music is getting better and better with each new release. So this is just another instance of K-pop stans not recognizing good music when they see it, I fear. But don't worry because everybody watching this video knows what good music sounds like. At least hopefully. You guys are actually checking out these songs after the video's over, right? Right? No, whatever, let's move on. So second to last, and I know a lot of you are probably wondering why they're here, but hear me out. We have Whisper by the Boyz. So Whisper isn't underrated in the way where it's like it wasn't a successful comeback, because it was, but I do feel like Whisper made basically no noise outside of the Boyz' fandom, which makes me a little bit sad. I know a lot of people think the Boyz' musical quality has declined over the years, but I honestly couldn't disagree more. To be honest, I find songs like Whisper, Thrill Ride, and even Maverick much more enjoyable and replayable than other tracks of theirs such as Reveal or The Stealer. So I wish more people were encouraging the evolution that the Boyz' music is going through rather than wishing they would return to their quote-unquote roots. Did I say witching? Sorry, I meant wishing. So yeah, basically I like the Boyz' new music and I wish less people were dogging on them nowadays, but that is just me. So if you don't already know, for the final section of basically every video we do our channel members choice, where the people who either clicked the first link in the description down below or the join button next to the subscribe button and became a member get to choose what group I talk about for the final section of this video. They also get access to our exclusive Discord server and other perks such as a verbal shoutout at the end of every video, and those in the slushy tier or above also get access to exclusive content that nobody else gets to see. So if any of those things sound interesting to you, then consider becoming a member, but if not, then let's just move on to the final song. So, not gonna lie, I definitely was a little bit confused when I saw that the most requested song for me to talk about here was Sneakers by ITZY, but I mean, I do somewhat agree. I guess. I mean, Sneakers did receive a really unprecedented amount of hate from K-pop stans, and people really made this out to be like the worst song they had ever heard, when in actuality, it's one of their best title tracks to me. It also comes with one of their best, actually no, scratch that, their best album of all time, and is one of my favorite ITZY eras ever because it's basically marking the return to my favorite version of ITZY, Funzy. I'm hoping they can release a song soon that might even top Dalla Dalla, but let's not get too hasty, that's gonna be a very tough task. But if anyone can outdo the maker, it's gonna be the maker themselves. Here's to hoping that ITZY stick with this sort of concept in the future, and hopefully the rest of the K-pop stan world will get on our side soon. And that concludes this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like, and if you want to see more content from me, consider subscribing. But without further ado, as always, let's thank all of our channel members. Before we end the video, I'd like to thank Sonorinth, Opijin ITZY, Zhu Schumann, Wu Twice Tease, Dog, Saiyan Lover, What's OP, Zeus112, Flo099, Jackie, Abe, ZVH, Wu Youngie, Yin Latte, Jed, Soda Scribbles, Minacor, Adrian Wang, Shiny, Mail T, Mizu Molnorovie, Sunny, Cassie, Frago Bobo, Gav, Adifa N, Irene, Chili's Cafe, Mello, Ale, Sydney, Elena Kantaki, Julia Peterson, Che, 97th Heaven, Frosty Plays, Julian Zalazar, Jay, Goyangzi, Alpha Fox, Edgy Does Things, Miriam, Silverwind, Namjoon's Lost AirPods, thank you Cordy, Julia, Ray, Q-Can Love, Froggy Roblox, Kaylin, Caster, and I.O.I. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel, and without further ado, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.